Let's start. Today is the day 20 of 21-day raw food challenge. Welcome everybody. And I know it's a little is enjoyable, but still it is a little difficult journey for most of the people. But well, I'm glad that at least few people are still there, because when we started, I was skeptical about that. Hey, I don't think anybody is going to survive more than few days, and so I'm very glad that more people are survived. Not only survived, they are
They
enjoying.
followed also.
They followed, and they are enjoying. And they are promising that they will enjoy even more. So now is good. It's really is a fantastic that seeing all of you, in this journey together. And welcome, Miss RANZI. Good morning. You are mute, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me. Yeah, I will give you the floor in few minutes. Just I want to welcome everybody and tell them, okay, today is the day 20 of the 21-day raw food challenge, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. The bottom line is what we are doing. I was thinking while taking shower this morning that okay, what we are doing and why we are doing. So it just one thought came in my mind, that everything in life, regardless where you are, whether you are in USA, India, or anywhere else, everything we are trying to make the machines are more energy efficient. Whether it's the air conditioning, whether it's your washer dryer, whether it's your refrigerator or your car, all machines evolved from the gas guzzler to more efficient, except human being still is not a very efficient machine that using the energy in a much better refined way. And I think that is the bottom line. I think the raw food is nothing any fancy thing, is just getting back to normal, getting our this machine more energy efficient. So what you need to make energy efficient? Two things, two important things. One is the fuel you are putting into the machine. That's very important. So the first our fuel is the food. Food is the fuel. So you think that way, that is something which is very important. So fuel, what we are putting in, has to be correct, has to be precise, the way this machine is designed. So that's the one thing. And secondly, to burn the fuel, we need oxygen. Any fire need oxygen to burn. So our system, our breathing system, cardio, our heart, lungs, everything should work in a very precise manner, so that the fuel which we are taking in is burning in a right way, and then distributing through the water, through the blood, everywhere where we want. So this is, I think, that the very simple. There is no rocket science. You don't have to have PhD. You don't have any medical background. This is that simple. And to do this, all you have to do is the build a habit that sticks. So now, once you understand this, then okay, you understood now. Then you have to build the habit that, hey, okay, I have to take correct quality of the food, which is fuel. This is something which is we have to understand, that okay, we have to take right fuel, we have to burn it right, and that is the only way, instead taking any toxic food. That simple. Create the habit. To create the habit, all you have to do it is like you have to have discipline. You have to have some kind of self monitoring system, that okay, this is something which I'm doing for myself, not something fancy. Okay, so Miss Ranzi, floor is yours. Good morning once again, and just give us your information. You are mute though. I want please unmute yourself.
Okay, there we
All
go.
right. Yeah, now better.
Okay. Yes. And so you're at the end of your challenge.
Yes, that yeah, I am also in the challenge, but yeah, is more all other participants. I am doing this for 16 plus year. I am enjoying it. I don't see as a challenge. My next challenge is going to be very soon, not now, 1 meal a day. That is I'm going to do very soon, which is possible for me because anyway I'm not eating too much in the morning, I'm not eating too much in the evening. So if I eat only 1 meal at lunch, which is may work for me, I will try. That's my next challenge.
Okay.
You won't be eating the entire day, just one meal in a day?
Correct. That's my next goal.
Oh,
Yes.
it sounds a bit difficult, but
That thing is so I'm doing right now, let's say whole Wednesday I'm fasting. I'm
yeah.
fasting means I'm eating only nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I work hard, and I have no problem working 15 hours without food. So if I can do that, slowly, this is I don't recommend this to for everybody. This my machine evolved in the 16 years. I evolved. You can also do that. And I think, as I said, this machine need a fuel. And I think one charge a day, that I charge my phone once a day. Why I cannot charge my this machine once a day? And I'm probably going to do very soon. I don't know when. I don't put anything and any pressure on myself. It has to come automatically. It has to come very smoothly, and that's what I believe. And one day, just like that, like just I started raw food. One day it will come, and I will do in a split second 1 meal a day, and that's about it. So sorry, Miss Ranzi, go ahead.
Yes. So as you're getting towards the end of your challenge with this group, people are probably thinking, well, how am I going to go forward? And that is really your next step. So you want to get all the resources that you can. You want to understand the benefits of the raw vegan lifestyle, and it can be done incorrectly. I mean, I've seen people do a raw vegan lifestyle eating a lot of oil. Oil is not a food. It is highly processed and it is 100% fat. So you really want to work at getting oils out of your diet. Those are not foods. If you want to have olive oil, instead have some olives. If you want to have avocado oil, instead have an avocado. Oils, like I said, they are not food. They are manufactured. They are processed. And a lot of times what you think is a certain oil is actually a mixture of many different oils, some of them extremely unhealthy. Canola oil, which is an industrial solvent, is mixed into olive oil very often. And you think that you're getting this pure olive oil. So it's not the case. So you just really want to stay away from oils in general. And then going forward, you really want to find community. Because when you're doing this alone, it's not so easy. I began 31 years ago on a raw vegan path. I was already fully plant-based, fully vegan since 1989. And then in 1994, I had all these health problems. And I was like, I want to cut it. I want to get rid of that cystic acne. I want to get rid of the IBS, severe digestive problems. From constipation to diarrhea, back and forth. I was not a well person. And my son had asthma and chronic ear infections as a young child. And taking the reign on my own and being disciplined what Axay said. It does take initially having some discipline, but as time goes on, it takes less and less discipline because you get confident. And having a journal where you write down what you're going to be eating each day can be very, very helpful. A lot of times we're afraid of fruit. We've been told to fear fruit, that it spikes the blood sugar. If you're eating your fruit whole, that doesn't happen. When you're eating your fruit whole, it contains fiber. And I don't know who was here when I spoke last, but I emphasized fiber. And when we are getting fiber in whole plant food, it digests slowly through the digestive tract, and it does not spike the blood sugar. So fruit in its whole form will not spike the blood sugar. However, if you're having those little juice boxes, those little fruit juice boxes that you buy at the store that are processed food, and the fiber is removed, you can be sure that your blood sugar will be spiked. And that can be a cause of diabetes, just as a high-fat diet can be the cause of diabetes. So when I talk about a high-fat diet, I'm talking mostly about animal fat. But even plant fat, even too much plant fat, and that's why I'm talking about oils here. Oils are extremely high in fat. They are 100% fat. And they can be a cause of diabetes. Diabetes is not caused by eating fruit. It is caused by fat taking over the bloodstream. And the glucose in the fruit, in that natural sugar, cannot get through to the cells because the bloodstream is clogged with fat. And most of the time it's animal fat. So, we're talking about meat, turkey, chicken, dairy, eggs. Those are all animal fats. So you want to remove those and in place do all of the recommendations that you've learned during this challenge. Incorporate fruit, leafy greens, a variety of vegetables, nuts and seeds. Those are healthy plant fats. And then you want to have sprouts and microgreens. There's so much variety in raw food. I mean, I am never, ever looking back. I don't miss the days when I was sick. Yeah, I got to eat my favorite foods, cheddar cheese and cheese doodles, and binge on them at night and have cystic acne and IBS. I don't miss it. And I don't miss those foods. I have plenty of foods. Like today, I am making tabbouleh. I am making a delicious tabbouleh with cauliflower, not with bulgur wheat, but with cauliflower raw. And I'm grinding it down to a rice texture in my food processor and taking it out, putting it in a bowl. And then in the food processor, I'm putting a whole bunch of parsley. I'm putting some heirloom tomato, some avocado, lemon, and a scallion, which is a green onion. And I'm going to process that up just until it's well mixed and ground down. And I'm going to mix that with the cauliflower rice. I'm going to mix that up, and it makes the most delicious tabbouleh. And so these are the kinds of things that you can do to get a lot of nourishment, and your nourishment that you are going to get is going to be fully intact. So cooking is not breaking down the antioxidants in the food. Cooking is not giving you less vitamins and minerals. You're getting the vitamins and minerals from that whole food. And that's what makes it so beautiful. And you will feel it almost right away. I've been coaching now as a raw food coach since 1998. And what I have seen is beyond miraculous, because even in the first few weeks, people are already seeing the digestive changes. Somebody who's constipated is no longer constipated. It can happen that quickly. So if you are experiencing any health challenges, and I recommend going to raw food, whether you have health challenges or not, even if you're extremely fit, going to raw food, I believe, is the cause of longevity potential. Because of the food being intact, all the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants that you get from the food as it is whole and intact, not cooked. And I also talked in one of my past talks for your group about cooking temperatures. The higher you cook your food, the more that acrylamide is formed. So if you are going to cook at all, if you want to have a high raw diet and still have a little bit of cooked food, go with steaming, because at least steaming is based in water and it does not have acrylamides forming. Acrylamides are highly carcinogenic. When you start to bake, broil, fry, even saute, you start to form these chemical compounds that are highly carcinogenic, causing cancer. So there's studies on this. Even the World Health Organization has studies on acrylamides. Why are people not knowing about it? Because of money. Because these big billion-dollar industries, the Meat and Dairy Council and the processed food industry, they have a monopoly. They have a monopoly over the schools and the media. So our kids go to school and they're not going to learn in health class about what we should eat. They're going to learn what the multi-billion-dollar industries want them to buy and eat. Is animal food going to be healthy for them? Absolutely not. Is animal food killing the planet? The methane from the livestock being grown for food is going into the air and is the prime source of climate change. So animal food is not serving us and it's not serving the planet either. So we want to do what is best for our health and what is going to serve the whole world. And that is plant food. Whole plant food, the foods that I just mentioned to you. You want to get a lot of resources. You want to listen to raw vegans online who are following a whole food, plant-based diet and raw food. And so there are many of those speakers. You want to be following more like low fat, because like I said, even with plants, you don't want to be eating all this oil and loads of fatty foods. You want some fat in your diet. It's good for the brain. We need some fat. Our brain is built of fat. So nuts and seeds and avocado are great sources of fat. But we also don't want to overeat on fat like I did initially when I went to raw food. So you can avoid that mistake right away. Number one, by avoiding oils, keeping animal fats out of your diet completely. So for me, I went overnight to getting rid of the animal fat. If that doesn't make sense to you, then go in steps, but don't go too slowly with the animal food. You want to get that out of your system. And it can take time for your body to adjust. But as you eat more and more of this wonderful raw food, you're getting the water content, you're getting the fiber, you're getting your nutrition. You are going to start having increased energy, increased mental clarity. You're going to just feel amazing. For some people, it happens very quickly. For some people, it's more gradual. But I can tell you that this path works. I also just want to tell you that you will want to start with some recipes, uncomplicated ones to live by. I have a recipe book, Raw Vegan Recipe Fund for Families. It's got 115 easy recipes, no oil in any of these recipes, no processed junk in any of these recipes. It's all whole food. And the people who have done these recipes, They said that they are invigorating, that they are easy. If you go to either of my websites, you will find very easy recipes. So feelfabulouswithfood.com is one of my sites. And if you go to shop there, you'll see a bunch of books where you can get different recipes. And this book with 115 recipes, Raw Vegan Recipe Fund for Families, you can find at superhealthychildren.com. So those are my two sites, Feel Fabulous with Food and superhealthychildren.com. And you can also continue to get accurate information. I will be debunking some of the theories that are used out there and some of the misinformation out in the movement. And you can find a lot of my videos on my YouTube channel at Feel Fabulous with Food. I give you a lot of information, a lot of value, and a lot of learning experiences at Feel Fabulous with Food on YouTube. And so I do recommend that you only listen to people who have been living this lifestyle for many years and who have studied and researched it fully to understand what works and doesn't work, because even within the raw food community, there are people out there who have been living as a raw vegan for 1 or 2 years, and they are telling people to do things like eat a lot of oil and processed foods. There are processed foods in raw food recipes, believe it or not. You would think you're getting all whole food, but there are processed foods in there also. Like a lot of the raw food recipe books contain coconut aminos, which is MSG basically. Monosodium, it's a form of monosodium glutamate. So when you see these kinds of terms that you don't understand what they are, you want to question that, even in raw food recipes. At a certain point, you'll be eating in a way that's so nourishing, so satisfying, that you may not even need to have recipes all the time. At the beginning, it's really nice to have those recipes. It helps to keep you on track with raw food. But what I'm saying is that as you progress, you will just feel so comfortable with the benefits that you get from the fruits, from the leafy greens. And I'm talking about eating an abundant fruit, but following what's called food combining principles. I have a food combining chart in all of my books. And I do recommend looking at it. You don't have to get crazy, because it does become natural at a certain point, but it is helpful to understand that certain foods digest better alone, eaten alone, or with other foods, and do not combine well with certain foods. And I'll just give you one example, like sweet fruit, like banana. Many people come to a raw food lifestyle and they do something like banana and they dip it in a whole jar of almond butter. And of course, it might be much healthier than what they were eating before. But for me and for many others I know, it caused a lot of indigestion. So bananas, sweet fruit, do not go well with fatty foods. So when I eat my fruit alone, or I eat it with greens like lettuce, celery, cucumber, but I don't eat it with fatty foods like nuts. But if that's where you're coming in from and that feels good to you, it still might be a first step. So I would say at a certain point, think about also the way that foods combine. But at the beginning, just come in to raw food. Just come into what you're attracted to and eat food the way it is. Okay? It doesn't have to be made into something, but it is nice to have some easy, uncomplicated recipes and journal what you're going to have over the next couple of days. Also, make sure to get movement. Even going for a half an hour walk helps tremendously with your digestion. So all of these things go together, all of the healthy lifestyle aspects, the food, the movement, also your sleep, getting good sleep. And that's one thing I want to add that I have told you before, but I want to repeat it, is that your sleep is going to get better. If you're not sleeping and you start following a raw food lifestyle, your sleep. I had insomnia at one point and was told that it was genetic, and a raw food lifestyle changed that. I sleep beautifully, and it's because of what I eat. I recently had a gut microbiome test done, and I went over it with a friend of mine in the raw food movement who is a naturopathic physician, and I have no inflammation in my gut. The parasite level in my gut is so low. I was thrilled to see that there is no dysbiosis, no leaky gut. So that is what this lifestyle does. It creates health. And if we want to live with energy, with vitality, and be happy because our gut health connects with our brain health, it reduces depression, it reduces anxiety. This is the life. This is the happy life. And that's why when Axay talks, he's feeling great. So he wants to express it. He wants to have others go this way also, so that we can have healthier people, because we have such a sick world right now based on the marketing of these multi-billion-dollar industries. And that's really what I wanted to say to you today. I felt that that was like a really appropriate way to address the last part of your challenge, is get yourself resources. There's my books at feelfabulouswithfood.com and superhealthychildren.com, but there's other books out there as well in raw food. Just make sure you're following people who have been living this lifestyle, a low-fat, raw vegan lifestyle for many, many years, and who have reaped the benefits and can talk about that.
Yes, yeah. One of our speaker, Dr. Abhiraj Bhatt, bought your book about the autism, and he sent me that he already ordered, and he is a very nice person. He is a very healthy person. I mean, at least he is going in health and wellness, and he spoke about the also sleep very well day before yesterday. So this is all important. And again, I'm telling people, hey, I'm going to make this video available to all of you, and I will give you all the current RANZI's link in that video, which I gave before. And what she said, it is all like gold nugget. Get it? Everything what she said is really important to understand and put it in a practice. So the thing is, without understanding, don't follow nobody. Don't follow Miss RANZI. Don't follow me. Don't follow.
Ask questions. Always ask questions, and continue to learn and ask questions.
Yes.
Because nobody has all the answers. We all have our own experiences. And that's why I say listen to people who have been living this lifestyle for many, many years, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. But I am thrilled to see that worldwide, that people are making changes toward raw food. Yesterday, I had a man from India contact me, and we got onto a Zoom call, and he wants to become a raw vegan coach. And it's happening. This movement is growing, and I believe that there's going to be more and more raw vegan coaches. If you do want to find out about it, you can go to feelfabulouswithfood.com and find out about how to become a coach, if that's something you would like to do. Nice. But I am seeing this movement grow. And that's what I'm saying here. I'm seeing it on social media. I'm seeing it even in live events all over the world. People worldwide are wanting to learn, wanting to connect with others who are seeing beyond the marketing that we're getting from all these multi-billion-dollar industries, the animal foods industry and the processed food industry. And you'll even see with research that's done online, if you look at the research that shows that eggs are so healthy for you, you'll
Yeah,
see that it was the egg industry that did the research.
I would like to take the opportunity right now. If anybody have question to Miss Ranzi, so then we can yeah, she can address that. If anybody have question, Asmita Ben, Manu, Jaisal, Naina Patel, nobody has.
Anything at all that comes up.
So I just want to say one thing about whatever she said. Okay, Manu have a question. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't have a question, but yes, I'll really appreciate the way you have given us the knowledge about things like oil, how it should be used, like fruit should be eaten with the peel on it, because usually we used to eat fruit peeling out the cover of it and just having the fruit thinking wax is on it. There is no use of eating the fruit peel. But as you mentioned, no, it is important to eat. It is a strong fiber. You should have that. I've changed that thing in my life. So I really thank you for giving that golden knowledge to us. And thank you, Mr. Shah, also for bringing you on the stage and sharing these valuable things with us. And I do agree. Yeah, people are going towards the vegan because everybody love their own health. Even we love. And when you're telling, yes, you are a live example, Mr. Shah is a live example, it gives us some motivation. Yeah, we should follow your path. We should do it. We should love ourselves. Our things which are going wrong inside our body, which we are not even aware of it, can be fixed in the initial stage itself. So I really appreciate. I've seen your website also, both the website which you have mentioned. They're beautiful, and I've seen your work done over there. It's credible, and thank you for that. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. And you can also get a lot of free information
Yes,
on my YouTube channel, Feel Fabulous with Food. A lot of information, recipes, interviews, things like that.
Recipes are good. Recipe is wonderful, especially woman loves recipe. I'm kind of little different. I don't follow any recipe. My mantra is very simple. If it is not made by Mother Nature, is not for me. That's the common, the foundation of my mantra. Then you build it up on that. That what you want to eat with what. And it is always better. Don't mix too many food together. Even don't mix too many vegetable together. Don't mix too many fruits together. So it is like this. If you do too many things at a time, you are not doing anything good. So if you read and write and listen and draw and everything you do and drive, you cannot do it everything together. Same way our system. If you eat too much, our system is not going to absorb everything well, because they have limited time. Within that limited time, they have to absorb. Now, if everything is going there, it's the chaos in there. So try to eat. Of course, you have to make it delicious. Make it delicious. Don't complicate it. Make it simple. Make it easy. Make it palatable. If especially you're dealing with the kids, make it appealing to kids. Make that zucchini spaghetti and make it nice, something they like it. So there is so many way, and I guarantee her recipe book. She is a recipe queen. She is a raw food recipe.
But my recipes are not long.
Yeah.
You don't want to use these recipes that have 20 ingredients. You want to use recipes that are simple and uncomplicated, even when you begin, because it's very important to have good digestion. And when you have too many foods being eaten at the same meal, and each one has its different texture, they're all digesting a little bit differently.
Correct.
And so
correct.
you want to have good digestion. That's key to really feeling well.
Right. And another important thing is what you eat is important, very important. But more than that, what you absorb, because just eating and pooping out next day mean nothing. It is not solving the problem. So you have to understand what your body is absorbing. That's the bottom line. And for that, you have to think about it, make it easy, make it simple, and make it palatable. And I guarantee it is going to work with you. And any question for me or Miss Renzi, we are open to answer your question. Otherwise, we have done something, now at the time. Miss Renzi, you want to say anything to conclude? Tomorrow is going to be our last day. We are going to, it's like our tomorrow topic is your new lifestyle begins. So tomorrow our followers are going to be graduated. I'm going to give them a cap for graduation. I hope Asmita Ben already received it. You should have received yesterday. Uh, you're mute.
I haven't checked my mail this morning.
Okay,
So
okay.
once I go home, I'll check it out.
Okay, and good news is I'm sending a cap for Naina Ben with Manisha. She is leaving for India tomorrow, so it's going with her. Actually, it was debating whether she should go or not because of the war situation. But this morning she decided to go, so it is going. I'm sending it out to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Lots of thanks.
welcome. And come tomorrow. We are going to celebrate your graduation. Okay, tomorrow you are graduating, going to the raw food world yourself, not anymore that training wheel. You are cycling yourself freely with all the information you got in these 21 days. Anything else you want to add, Miss Renzi?
No, I just think it's fantastic what you did, Axay. I think the example that you set, the information that you gave so freely from your heart, in really wanting to be of help and service, and this very highly motivated group. I see a lot of people who are asking questions and very much involved with your challenge. So it looks like you all did a great job together.
Yes, and there are more people than what you are seeing here, but due to the work hour, due to their situation, due to right now war situation in India, all those stuff, they cannot attend. But there are more people. Yesterday, I got another guy. Is totally new. His name is Manu Arora. He says I'm doing my hiking, so I cannot join. But I definitely want to dip into it. He is a vegan, but he wants to become now raw foodist. I had a good chat with him yesterday afternoon. So there are more people coming in, and I'm really very happy. I didn't expected this. This is all thanks to Manu and Priyanka. The Priyanka, she is the question queen. She is not in today because she likes to ask question more. But well, we all gained some knowledge from Miss Ranzi, and I really want to appreciate your time. Come back again. We are going to hold another, after this, we are going to think about it, how to do it. And I will invite you to join and you can enlighten us with your knowledge.
Thank you for inviting me. It
Thank-
was very enjoyable to be with you, and I think it's fantastic. There should be a lot more of these. There should be one, everybody should be involved in one of these challenges.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the graduation day. Come and start. We will do new raw food challenge, raw food lifestyle again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Great to see everybody.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.